We just got our first look at Bullseye's new suit in Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and they gave him the Bullseye logo on his forehead. And all I gotta say is, Bullseye. And don't worry, it's not any of these images, so you haven't been spoiled yet, so I'm gonna give you a chance. What about my uncle? Did you give him a chance? Either way, me and you, we gotta talk about it. This is your spoiler warning. You have been warned. Boom! You looking for this? Here we got our first official look at Wilson Bethel on set as Bullseye for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And yes, we know this is Season 2 because we got that hard-ass black suit for Daredevil. Oh my god, just inhale all the aura that's in this picture. And I know some of you probably think it's Sammy. That's the same suit. And while, you know, like for the most part, it is kind of the same suit from Season 1 here, they've actually made a lot of changes. And like I said, the biggest one being that we have the Bullseye on this man's forehead. But that's not all, because if you look at his collar, he also has the stripes on the collar. So again, look at this and look at the differences. And boom, come back here and look at the differences. It's not really a lot of changes. They're subtle, but they work. Because you can't cover up Wilson Bethel's eyes. That man does so much great acting with just looks. And now his transformation into a complete psychopath is almost there. I legit just made a video on why I think Wilson Bethel's Bullseye is like a top 5 MCU villain. One of the most underrated characters in the MCU. One of the most underrated comics characters. Everybody hates Bullseye in the Marvel comic universe. Man, he ain't got no friends. You know shit's scary when the Thunderbolts don't even want you. But hold on, I'm not done with the praise and glaze of this suit. They used to just edge us like crazy with the Bullseye logo. Anthony Edwards with his Gatorade bottle. I know a lot of people like, what's with the blue? He's supposed to have a black suit. And while yeah, some of his iterations in the comic, his suit is black, blue is his defining color. And the new directors Benson and Moorhead said, yeah, we're gonna make sure you understand that. Because on top of that, they also added a visual representation that every single time he locks in, it's blue. Sorrow. Because he's drowning in deep water and he doesn't know if he's swimming to the surface or the bottom. But also, I wonder if this has anything to do with the fact that he sees blue now. Because it can't be no coincidence, right? Bullseye. But now the interesting thing becomes, it looks like they're teaming up in Season 2, which, at least to my recollection, I don't think they've ever teamed up before.
And we actually have video of them jumping out through this window. At first, I thought they were fighting, but it looks like they jump out the window at the same time at Fogwell's gym. So, by the way, shout out Fogwell's gym. Looks like it's going to come back in Season 2. And then they get up and start running away. And then right here, you're going to see the AVT comes out as they hide behind a truck. So if I had to guess, they're probably going to start off by fighting like always. And then AVT is going to come in and they're going to have to team up just for a little bit. They're not going to team up for like the entire season. Because like I said, Bullseye and Daredevil have never teamed up before in the comics. Not to my recollection. And right here, they even dap up. Like, what are we talking about? It's probably just the stunt performers.
I mean, the MCU Netflix version of the characters, I've said since Season 3, Bullseye and Daredevil aren't so different. They're two sides of the same coin. Two different solutions to the same equation. Whether Matt wants to admit it or not, him and Dex are a lot more alike than they are different. Obviously, he hits people and they stay down. But they both have a violent nature to them. That's what makes Kingpin, Matt, Dex all so damn compelling. That's why they all let out, and that's where the devil and Daredevil comes from. Because in his own way, Matt likes this shit. Same way Dex likes this shit. The same way Kingpin likes this shit. The same way Punisher likes this shit. He just isn't willing to cross that line. And the reason I say him and Dex are so similar is because they grew up in similar circumstances. They were both orphans. Only Dex didn't get a lick of love. While Matt at least had his dad for a little bit and Stick and a bunch of fatherly anthem to guide him, keep him on the straight and narrow. Because if he didn't have those people, I promise you, he would end up just like Bullseye. Since Dex was a young kid, he poured himself into his work, becoming one of the greatest young pitchers ever. All to try to prove to himself that he matters. And his dickhead coach says, listen, I gotta let the other kids play. You could pitch a million perfect games, but it's not gonna bring your parents back. He needed a positive role model, some love. Because even in his adult life, he poured himself into his work again for the FBI. Just when he met Julie and was hoping for her to be his girlfriend, so she could be that North Star that keeps him on the straight and narrow. But when he fumbles this and Fisk gets to him and twists him, I find that a primal scream is the best way to release your emotions. That's when you get, I'm Daredevil. Hello, Karen. A man who has taken out Father Lantham, Ray Nadine, and Foggy. Don't go to the light, Foggy. Please be in witness protection. All just in the MCU. In the damn books, he kills Elektra and Karen. So if they are teaming up here, that's going to be an interesting dynamic that we have not seen. Having someone steal your suit, look way better in it, and tarnish your name while he's doing it, mogging you, is not, we have to throw hands. I just gotta glaze this shit again, because killing a fly with a paperclip, not only is it a nice homage to Colin Farrell's Bullseye killing a fly with a syringe, and Colin Farrell's Bullseye using paperclips to kill, this shit is straight from the books too. This man could literally turn anything into a weapon. And yes, he's murked some flies before too. Don't even get me started on the teeth. Come on, man. This Tooth Fairy merchant really used it to, just like the books, except in the books he actually, that guy. And y'all wonder why they had his hands wrapped like he was Hannibal Lecter. They take away your strongest strength. You know me, I'm Yapper's Delight. I really made all of that into a video just about the fact that he got his little bullseye on his forehead. That's because this shit really means something to me, man. But let me know what you think about the new suit down in the comments below. And as always, like and follow for more.